Hello everyone, we're live. I'm using a new phone here with new headphones, so hopefully everybody will be able to hear me. It sounds a little weird in my ear, so hope you're having a wonderful day. It is a holiday today, so hopefully you're getting an opportunity to relax. I wanted to pull up some tarot cards for you guys. Right away I'm feeling a lot of tension in my neck. I did say I'd be on here about 12:15. I'm just a little bit early as well. So, whenever I think about energy in the neck, I think about someone who's really focusing on control and being able to go with the flow. And so, I don't know if you've been feeling this energy lately, but there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of stuff going on in the sky, and it feels really important that we're taking better care of ourselves right now. So, there are a lot of people who are working on diet, exercise, new routines. Maybe it's your AM routine or your nighttime routine. Uh, and the other thing that's coming up is how we're breaking down energy. So, for instance, we're talking about food a little bit, how we're processing emotions. Are we emotionally eating? Are we having a harder time breaking food down in our stomach, in our solar plexus? Are you chewing your food? But also how we're processing emotions. So, if you're finding that like people are giving you information and you're taking it with a grain of salt, that's good right now because I'm getting that there might be some people who are worrying a bit too much about what other people think. Also, if you have fears of other people judging you at this time, that also feels important. So, reminding yourself that what you think is what you will feel. So, how you're speaking to it about yourself is really important at this time. Okay, so be mindful of your words. All right. So we have the star angel of hope here. Okay, so hope representing someone's mindset. So this is really talking about again your vocabulary. Do you swear a lot? Do you say negative things to it about yourself? Are you building up your own self-esteem and confidence? That's important to acknowledge. We've got Page of Swords here. This is talking about our thought process. So it does feel like we need to stay really stimulated at this time. So, how are you occupying your time? This is where exercise is coming in as well. If you are exercising, that will help with any mental health issues that you're experiencing. 8 also represents someone who needs to travel, someone who needs to do things that they haven't been doing in a while. So, what are you procrastinating on? Also, prioritizing things based on what it is that you feel like you want to do versus what you have to do, because that's important. So, do you have a list of things that you want to start doing, like a bucket list, or do you have like a whole list of I have to do's? And that's going to be really important at this time. Whenever you're watching this, you can watch this today, tomorrow, the next day, and it's all going to have a different meaning for you. Two of Pentacles is also talking about balancing your mindset as well. So this, even though like money's in here, it still feels like it's not about money. It's just the emotions of money. So how are you valuing your time? How are you valuing yourself as well as we were talking about self-esteem? Emotional growth is definitely coming up. If you're not underneath my TikTok, feel free to follow me there as well. I do feel like going on live there to do some free readings as well. So we have the Hermit card. This is someone who might be isolating a bit more, and there's a reason for that. That's because we're sorting out some of the things that we're feeling emotionally right now. Also, it feels like there's a lot going on in and around you too, so you might be feeling overwhelmed or overstimulated. I would say that music and sound healing will be helpful for you at this time. If you want to book in a sound healing session, feel free to do that. I've been struggling with being able to do sound healing in my last program, and it's interesting because I feel like there are some people who were really like struggling a lot in that class, and I feel like they need more of the in-person connection of sound healing versus online. However, I do sound healing online also, and I am potentially doing a retreat coming up in September as well. If you're interested in hooking up for that, reach out to me. So we've got the Hanged Man. This is someone who is going through a self-discovery process. This is someone who might be feeling like they need to get away or escape their everyday. And this is more just like going for a walk, going outside, taking deeper breaths. I'm working with a client right now who's doing more breath work as a result for weight loss and just enjoying their life more. So breath work is always an amazing tool to use. Justice. This is talking about someone who is really working on manifesting as well. You might be feeling like you're hard on yourself at this time, so it's important that you're attracting the things that you do desire versus what you don't desire. Again, I just keep getting that our dialogue towards ourselves is really important. A lot of heart chakra things coming up as well. This is talking about there's an old version of you that you're still releasing, and so if you're noticing things from the past are coming back up, it's just because you're letting some things go that are old, so don't be hard on yourself if old things are coming up for you. Let me know in the comments as well if you're catching the replay, if any of this is making sense for you. Cups, emotions, balancing the thought process. So if you feel like you're overstimulated, then what can you do to calm that energy down? It feels like the way that you're looking at your life is positive. However, what are you doing with your time? Okay, so you can look at things in a positive way, but what are you doing that is positive as well? Because we need both of those things. That card's telling us that we can celebrate, but we're holding ourselves back in some form or another. Okay, the High Priestess, this is talking about intuition. You might be clairvoyant as well. You might be looking into the future and seeing visions, and maybe you're not giving yourself enough credit for the good things that you are doing. You might be focusing on the wrong things versus the things that you are doing right. So building up your self-confidence is so important in terms of like bringing in new energy. I'm also getting that if you had a New Year's resolution, some of that energy is coming back in. If you're hopping on live and you want a message, just let me know. If you have a question, also ask your question in the comments. So queens represent feminine energy. So we are feeling very in tune with the emotions at this time. However, if you're an empath, you might want to do a little bit more cord cutting because I'm getting that this energy right now is a little bit heavy around your heart. So making sure you're doing those basic little exercises. In my membership group under VIP, you'll be able to get my last program that I was teaching, and we do a lot of cord cutting exercises in there. Actually, that's what we start off with, is learning how to ground and how to disconnect from other people's stuff. Okay, so last card here for general messages, Temperance. This is really talking about our relationships and bringing more harmony and balance into those. I feel like if you're in a love relationship, I do feel like you're on the right track. There are people in and around your energy that are very compatible for you, but you do have to feel worthy of receiving the love that other people have to give. So maybe it's using some rose quartz or doing some type of ceremony with roses could potentially be helpful for you. I have a grief ceremony underneath my YouTube channel through my playlist, rituals and practices that might be helpful for you to clear some old energy. I do sense that there are some obstacles on our path right now, but again, these things are quite small to me. That's what it feels like. So remind yourself that this too shall pass, okay? I hope you guys have an amazing day. Remind yourselves that this is timeless, so you can watch any of these videos at any time and still connect to the messages. It's not just about the dailies. I think what I'm going to start doing is when I do my daily readings, I'm not going to put the date on them anymore. I'm just going to allow those to be messages that people can come back to anytime. Sometimes we get fixated on the numbers, where it's more about trusting that you're in the right place at the right time. Okay? So it's all how we're interpreting things. I hope you guys have a beautiful day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.